What's good, YouTube family? It's your man Danny signing in for the latest edition of Forex Trading with Danny. You know, hope everybody doing great out there, staying healthy and safe. Had a great weekend. You know, where I'm at. It's Sunday evening, about 9:08. You hope everybody doing great, man, and just really grateful out there. Hope everyone is grateful out there. Grateful for living life, the breath of life. For whatever shelter you have, provisions you have. You know, be grateful for the little things. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause in this world, man, it's crazy. What's going on each and every day. So we got to be grateful for the little things. But yeah, man, just checking back in. Got a lot going on. I had a pretty good weekend. I can't even lie about. I can't even lie whatsoever. Had a pretty good weekend. Had church yesterday and stuff like that. And today got a good workout in. Got some boxing in and stuff like that. But on to almost the next week, man. Tomorrow's gonna start the new kind of like work week per se. Since today's the first day of the week, tomorrow's gonna start the new work week. If you wanna call that. But yeah, I can't complain, man. Life is good. But you definitely want to check back in with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we can take a look at these Forex charts. Take a look and see what's going on, what has been happening, and maybe look at what might be happening down the line. Forex is definitely a great vehicle for investing. If anybody might have some funds that they might have on the side, they're looking to invest, you might have $50, $100 or more. Definitely a great way to take that, $50, $100 and look to grow it. You know what I mean? With the adequate skill sets. You definitely need to know what you're doing. And if anyone might not know much about Forex, I'm definitely open to coaching. Anyone who might be interested in reaching out to me about coaching, man, you can email me. DannyGoodman03@gmail.com. Hit me up on Instagram. You can, definitely, what you might want to do is you can leave a comment and let me know your interest in coaching. And also like the video, share them, and things like that. Because, I'm telling you, man, Forex, it's a multi-trillion-dollar a day industry. So just imagine getting just a few crumbs from that pie. You know what I'm saying? A slice would be amazing, but just imagine just a few crumbs. You know what I mean? In addition to whatever else you got going on at this present moment. But I must give this disclaimer though: with any investments or in any investing, there is a risk of loss. So you definitely got to do your due diligence and know what you're doing when you are investing in Forex, so you can make the best moves, so you can anticipate the best results. Because just because we might go over past results or past situations, they do not predict future gains or future profits and things of that nature. The markets are live, and the markets do whatever they want to do. We can kind of take a look at the charts and kind of analysis, try to give a great analysis based off of the price action, what price is doing and how it's behaving. But at the same time, it can go, the markets can go against the grain at any moment because of any kind of news that might be going on. If there's, any kind of natural disaster that goes on in the area that we are looking to trade in. Say, for instance, my favorite pair is the Great British Pound and United States dollar. So if there's a huge natural disaster in the United States, that could definitely dictate the motion of the dollar. versus same thing for the, if something crazy happened in the Great Britain, natural disaster, wars, major news in their economy. If say for instance, if interest goes up, things like that. All of those things are, determining factors on how price moves. So, you definitely got to do your due diligence when you're dealing with Forex. But we'll go ahead and get this session started. I'll get off my high horse, and we'll take a look at the charts. So let's do it. So the last time we got together, and I was looking at the charts with you all, we were looking at a potential squeeze. Or we were looking at a squeeze actually. We were looking at this squeeze that was happening about here. Let me draw it up for you. So we're seeing, previously what we were looking at, and that was like Thursday evening. And again, you gotta, I trade the 4-hour charts. So each one of these candles represents 4 hours of time. So the last time we got together and looked at the charts together, it was on Thursday evening. So we were looking approximately in this area. So Friday, what had happened, this candle had closed and it lined up with my strategy, which is, it closed under this moving average, which gives me a down market or a downtrend signal. And this is my hot signal right here. So I got into a sell. So as you can see, the sell is live. So you're looking at a live trade right now. So I got into a trade here Friday, and it got me into some profit. What had also happened, in the duration of time throughout Friday, it had went opposite. It just something happened and it just went opposite and chose not to continue to go down. So with it going against my strategy, I could have gotten out of it, but I was looking at the situation, how it was so close to my stop loss here, and it began to reject. So it went opposite of my stop loss. So it gave the trade life. So it was like I could have seeing this candle right here, I could have gotten out of the trade and been like, all right, cool, I'll just cut my loss. But from here to here is only about 10 pips. So I'm like, I might as well let it live. You know what I mean? Because ain't no telling what can happen. So at this point, I'm still in this trade. So it rejected here, and it got really close to my stop loss, and then it rejected and came down, and we had a candle that had happened a little earlier today, and a newer candle has created itself currently, and it's currently looking like it might go down. But at the same time, we're seeing this is a live trade. You just saw that movement that went up. So two things might happen in this situation. It could close below this moving average and continue to go in a downtrend and go to where I'm hoping, because this is my take profit down here. Or what can happen is it can reject off of this moving average and go up. That's going to be the tricky part, because when it goes up, it could go up so much to where it gets over this moving average here and starts an uptrend, a serious uptrend. Though at the same time, it could go up, play around, and then make its move, whether it goes down or goes up. So that's why we watch the markets, in this. I mean, I gotten a good trade at this point right here. Again, I could have gotten out of it. I could have cut my loss short, but I'm seeing that at this price around here, price is rejecting like it just did here. But this is a pivotal time here because we're going to see whether the market is going to truly change, or the trend is going to truly change to an uptrend, or if it's going to go down. So if it can get below this moving average, it can, that's going to give us, well, it's going to give me more confidence in this particular trade. But it could definitely shoot up, get above this one, and at that point, I know I'm wrong. If it hits my stop loss, I'm probably going to know I'm wrong, but for sure, if it closes above this moving average, I will definitely know I'm wrong, and I made a wrong decision. Though at the same time, even worst case scenario, if it hits my stop loss, I take that loss. What's going to happen, Danny, if you take that loss and then it closes above this moving average? I'm going to get into another trade. Because, with this Forex game, man, I mean, you might take a loss or two or a few. But you got to keep trading because you're just, you're right around the corner from a big move. And a lot of times from my experience, I found that, even if I take a loss or two or even a few, if I just continue to trade, that big move is going to come. And if I'm still conscientious to trade when it happens, I'm going to cover my losses and get, that much more times whatever. Sometimes it might be 2 times, 3 times as much. So I end up still back. I'll get out of the hole and make some money. You see what I'm saying? So, that's why we play the game. Forex definitely isn't for everyone. You have to have some patience. You have to have some diligence, and you can't have a fear of loss, and then you can't be anxious, and at the same time you can't be greedy. Because this market, it will chew you up and spit you out, like literally. You can put your life savings into Forex, and if you don't know what you're doing, one, or if you get emotional with your trading, 2, you get greedy with your trading, 3, or any kind of combination of all 3 of those 4, I mean, it'll take all that money, and then at the end of all that, it'll start doing what you wanted it to do, because you might have gotten outside of yourself. You might have started trading outside of your strategy or your system, stuff like that, taking chances. At that point, then you're gambling, So with Forex, you want to make sure you're making well-advised decisions. You're doing your due diligence. You're doing good analysis to where you're putting yourself in a position of where your trade probability of winning or getting into profit is above 50%. Because if it's at 50% or lower, you're gambling. The particular system that I have, I mean, I'm working to get it as close to as possible to 100%, but there's no 100% trade strategy or system. If you can get it to 90%, that's amazing. 95%, that is great. But I'm fine with having a 70% trading system or strategy, because I know that 7 times out of 10 I'll be good. I'll just take those few losses whenever I get my signal, and the market is just kind of figuring out what it's trying to do. But if I keep trading according to my strategy and my system, I'm going to win at the end of the day. So this is kind of one of those situations right here that I'm looking at, you all are looking at. Again, this thing, it can either go down. If it can get below this moving average, it can go down, or it could shoot up. If it get above this moving average here, then the market is possibly changing into an uptrend. Though at the same time, it could shoot up and still come down. So that's why we watch the charts, and that's why we do our due diligence, and we stay patient, and we basically just stay calm and cool about everything. You know what I'm saying? We take our licks on the chin, like, you know what I'm saying, and we strive when we make them profits. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're looking at right now. I'm currently in a trade. It can go kind of either way at this moment, but by tomorrow evening, you all will kind of see what has happened. It might have already hit my stop loss, and even if it hit my stop loss, it might be coming back down. And even if that happen, I'm gonna get back into another sell, right? Versus if it goes down and continues to go down, and I might be in profit by tomorrow, or I might be in a totally different trade altogether tomorrow. So we'll see. That's why we watch the charts. But definitely appreciate y'all for checking in with me. You know what I'm saying? This has been another edition of Forex Trading with Danny. We're looking at this Great British Pound, United States dollar, which is my favorite pair. It's the only pair I really look at, honestly, because it makes some really good moves when it moves. You know what I'm saying? And we're dealing with two different currencies that are pretty, volatile, so they move pretty good against each other. So if anybody's out there, again, if anyone's out there interested in learning more about Forex, hit me up. Email address, you can hit me up on Instagram, _Danny_Goodman. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment with feedback. You can like the video. Please like the video. Also share this information with anybody you might know, because you never know, someone else you might know, they might be into Forex, and they might know something about this, and this could be some valuable information for them. Because again, these videos, they're not necessarily for beginners, because I talk a little high level at times, most of the time, but I'm definitely open to coaching you up so you can understand what I'm saying for anybody out there who is interested. But it's for somebody who might be already privy to it, and they probably understand what's going on, and they might be able to just kind of hit the ground running with this thing, because they might see some of my analysis and be like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense, and then they might get into some of the same trades that I get into and make some money, because they already do this. So, but again, this has been Forex Trading with Danny. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, like the video, share, leave a comment, leave some feedback. I'll be looking to, God willing, do another one of these tomorrow evening, to where you all kind of see what's going on, what happened with this trade, if I'm in another trade, if I took a loss, or whatever the case is. So you all take care. Y'all stay safe and healthy. Until next time, I'm out. Peace out.